As an actor, I've always been interested in telling women's stories. I've always looked for women directors, and I feel that the choices you make in your work are a reflection of how you feel. I think in a way you can take a lot away. We've been taught a lot about how we see women on screen. How they look, how they behave, and how society were used to a certain representation of women. But working with Beau and Jennifer Coolidge and Laverne Cox, who were all brilliant comedians, I remember turning to Emerald and saying I don't remember ever laughing like that. Sure, there are movies where I had a lot of fun on set. But here it was about getting the right shot without going crazy. I remember the first 4 days of filming, which consisted only of cafe scenes with Beau, and he said I'm working on a romantic comedy. I don't know what you're doing. He came in and was upbeat and joking while the day before we shot down Alfred Molina. Her role as Cassie Thomas in Promising Young Woman adds to her repertoire of complex female characters and gives audiences a chance to see her in a new light. Reading the stories of women survivors of sexual abuse touched me, and I hope to continue to support women's voices. I've said this before, but when I went to Sundance with an education, I thought I was going to get fired as an actor, and then this movie was a hit and completely changed my career. I never did a movie that people could see. Carey Mulligan says with a knowing smile, there seems to be improvement, but in the 15 years I've been in the business, there have been a lot of irrelevant female characters. A lot of movies exploited an unnecessary woman and no one acted weird. Playing a female badass is fun, but maybe not the most interesting way to explore things. I'm more interested in women who push the boundaries of what is considered acceptable. I didn't do 4 movies a year, so I was waiting for roles that had something to say. Women have been having these conversations for thousands of years, but we haven't seen them on screen until recently. That's not really true, because she came on the scene 10 years ago, when her role as a lovesick teenager in Education earned her an Oscar nomination for Best Actress. But it's a joke that's not without merit. I've never been offered comedy. I think I've been to the theater, and people don't want to offer you something if they've never seen you in it. A woman who goes through a rough patch, or who doesn't put her best foot forward for a while, who puts her best foot forward but makes mistakes. It seems more problematic.